Here we go, fight fans. Our progression of the tournament brings us to professional Muay Thai. The winners of the first round from the boxing portion of the card gonna add some knees and elbows and kicks into their arsenal here. Keep those hands moving, coming to the cage right now.
I thought they took elbows out.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Okay, thank you. Yeah, because they don't want to worry about cuts
going on.
Going in MMA. Exactly.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Yes.
I'm excited for this match. I think they both have a very hard fight ahead of them. Sinn and Leonardo.
Sinn making her way into the cage right now.
I love her skirt.
And now, fighting out of the blue course, shooting center blue corner, please make welcome back to the ring, Victoria Fury Leonardo.
I didn't even pay attention to it previously. Did you keep your entrance song the same
I
for
did.
all three of your fight?
I did.
All right.
I specifically picked a song about a crown and taking people down one by one. So I was
Excellent.
setting the tone for the evening.
Well played.
So her only pro loss comes to Miranda Maverick, actually, who I have trained with before and is a beast.
Little last second Vaseline for the elite MMA fighter, Victoria Leonardo. She's wearing the blue this evening, and Shannon Sinn, representing Grinders, wearing the red.
This Queen of Sparta tournament semifinal matchup is brought to you by the DAB by Next Harvest. It's now time to reintroduce you to the fighters. First, fighting out of the Dynamic Mortgage Concepts red corner, representing Grinders submission fighting. From Brighton, Colorado, please make welcome back Shannon Sinn. And her opponent fighting out of the blue core, shooting center blue corner, representing Elite Combat Academy and Killer Bees Jiu-Jitsu from Shreveport, Louisiana. Welcome back, Victoria Fury Leonardo. This 125-pound kickboxing matchup is scheduled for three-minute rounds. Referee Oscar Martinez.
All right, ladies, you've had your final instructions. Protect yourself.
Referee Oscar Martinez, third in the ring, giving final instructions, which basically is listen to me and protect yourselves at all times. Round 2 of the tournament, round 1 of this fight. And immediately we see Leonardo.
She is aggressive.
Her game plan is to pressure forward. You can see it. Sinn with the decided height and reach advantage. And I think Leonardo wise in order to get in there really, really tight. Try to smother down some of that length advantage that Sinn has.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Slip there. And for anybody that's ever wondered why do the referees take the gloves and rub them on their shirt, it's in case there's anything on the mat. They're basically rubbing off any dirt or anything so it doesn't get into your opponent's eyes. And really nice job by Leonardo of continuing that forward pressure, continuing to try to shut down the distance, use her techniques in real tight, but Sinn getting off good with some really strong knees here.
Yeah, and the more you take those knees, the more you start wearing down, slowly but surely.
It's like playing.
It starts compiling.
Yeah, it's like playing a video game and you just watch the lifeline
Go
on the video
lower
game
and
down,
lower.
down. Yep, every time.
So now we see Shannon's kind of taking over.
Seemingly very comfortable in the clinch game.
Absolutely.
Is Sinn, and just sort of saying, you know, if you want the fight to take place here, that's fine. I'm comfortable.
Yeah, I'll go there too.
Good overhand right came through for Leonardo there. And
Absolutely,
again.
and again with that hook.
Sinn tried to turn that knee into a kick as the distance
Very
changed.
nice body kick right there.
Again, shows her experience. And Sinn, even more power with their knees as she's skipping into them. Looks like she's starting to work on the heavy bag there. Very textbook perfect knee strikes for Sinn. And Leonardo, undeterred, pressures forward.
Doesn't bother her one bit.
We've got hair ties all over the
All
ring.
over
I
the
count
place.
3 of them so far. Coming up close to the 10-second clacker. Trap of the kick there. And able to fire off a couple of right hands. And Sinn wanted to set up a sweep. You can see her looking at the leg, but good footwork by her opponent to prevent that from happening. And Oscar Martinez goes to work grabbing the hair ties. So, in the corner of Leonardo, what's your advice, Coach?
I would say stay with the aggression. However, when she's getting in that clinch with Sinn, instead of backing out the way she's doing, I think she needs to be circling a little bit more. As she's pushing back, that's when she keeps taking some knees. Every time she's a little bit further away from her, all her strikes are landing. It's whenever she gets into that clinch, is getting overpowered.
Yep, and you see Sinn there with her head and neck control.
Absolutely. Strong, holding her right there. Yeah.
Very classic, behind the head, hands either touching your fingertips together or pinky to thumb.
Absolutely.
Is what your coaches look for, and then pinching those elbows together and making your opponent feel like they're in a car wreck. You hear coaches say it, the clinch should not be a place to rest.
No.
This isn't where you go to take a break. That's
Not at
where
all.
work happens. And we got some stuff on the corner of the ring. There we go.
Some more hair ties.
All cleaned up. Good leg kick by Sinn, but taken well by Leonardo. And Leonardo just undeterred by everything, doing whatever it takes. Just bite down on the mouthpiece and close that gap.
She's always moving forward. There.
Superwoman punch by Sinn. Follow-up kick didn't work for her, but Leonardo having a tougher time bridging the gap now and starting to lengthen her own punches instead of using footwork to get in. Now Leonardo able to get inside and continues to have good effect when she does.
Her hips would get a little closer in on Sinn's. There wouldn't be so much opportunity with knees. Knees.
Sinn continues to pressure with the strong knees when they're on the inside. Leonardo looking to keep her hands working. Sinn comes over the top with some nice punches. Now it's Sinn that elects to close the distance.
Absolutely.
Says, hey, if those knees are working, I'll go back in there. That's fine. Leonardo, previously we'd seen her pushing Sinn into the ropes and then Sinn getting off with the knees. Now it's Leonardo having her back put against the ropes.
Yeah.
And Sinn even a little more advantage from there, able to get some more power in the knees because you can pull your foot back and have more distance for your strike to travel if the rope's not behind you. And Leonardo pressuring forward with a very determined look on her face. You can just see how much she wants this and how hard they must have trained for this.
Absolutely.
Good work upstairs with the hands by Leonardo.
No matter what's happening is swinging. She is throwing punches.
Good series of strikes there. Ten-second clacker. Leonardo comes through with a nice counter cross.
Very nice uppercut.
And then finishes
also.
well with a couple of punches upstairs.
Her throws are accurate and they're landing. I'm wondering how her body's doing though with all those knees.
Yeah, good point. And if you're in Sinn's corner, do you tell her, hey, I think you've broken her down with the knee strikes, keep with them? Is that what your advice would be?
I think the closer Shannon's kept her, the more at advantage Shannon has been. I think Shannon is stronger here.
And we're seeing that in the
Yep,
replay.
yep.
They're in really tight.
But any time that Leonardo has been able to swing, it is landing and it is coming over top. So anytime that they are in that clinch and then they go away from that clinch seems to be when she's able to make the most contact.
And
with Sinn there.
Leonardo doing it with good power, too.
They're both strong.
As this fight goes on, her power does not seem to be waning at all.
Nice.
Good start to the round.
Very nice start to the round. And this clinch is right where Sinn needs to be.
Good series of knees. Boy, that's so hard to throw when you're tired late in a fight like that.
Absolutely.
Now Sinn puts together a couple of nice punches. We've almost solely been talking about how great the knees of Sinn are.
Yep.
Now she's starting to bring her hands into it.
Her combos are starting to come together. And her angling's starting to come together.
Leonardo, like we've talked about all fight long, just continues to move her hands. No matter what, she's trying to come forward with something. A couple of really good body strikes there landed for Leonardo.
I really like the way she's throwing, but I also feel like because she's so worried about throwing, there's not as much protection of her body, which is why so many are sneaking right in, because she's coming over the top and she's not really protecting that body.
Good stabbing kick for Leonardo. Sinn tried to trap it. Leonardo able to get it past the defense. Oh, and I think Leonardo's starting to wilt just a little bit from those knees. She took a hard one and saw her bend forward just a little bit and take a deep breath. Corner of Sinn saw it too. They were saying she doesn't like that. Oh, but
Very
look at
good
Leonardo come
counter-striker,
back
man.
with her hands.
She has a nice counter-striking game. Very nice uppercut, though, from Sinn.
Sinn putting her hands together in order to back Leonardo into the ropes, and then back to work with the knees she goes. And Leonardo, as she's done all fight long, continues working the strikes.
Still pushing
She's
forward.
just in so tight. It's so difficult to develop real significant power when you're clinched up chest to chest, collarbone to collarbone like that.
Absolutely.
And both fighters go with a low kick late in the fight. 30 seconds left.
I think that's smart for her to be staying out of her clinch for these last 24 seconds here.
Sinn, couple of deep breaths, comes in with her hands just low enough that Leonardo's able to go over the top. Wow, neither one of these fighters wanted to take a step backward.
Not at all.
Great action for the fans. And look at Leonardo moving her hands right to the end.
Fantastic fight.
Oh, gracious.
For both these ladies, absolutely.
Boy, and whomever it is that moves on, wow.
Yeah.
They've been through the ringer already. I was going to say, can you imagine going to the back room and saying, okay, only 3 more rounds, but, well, yeah, you can.
I
You were
can
there.
imagine.
And checking out the replay here, Leonardo trying to do a little work from a distance, and oddly enough, as the taller fighter who we assumed would have the advantage from the outside, it was Sinn working to close the distance, but we know why, because wow, did she do great work when she was in there.
She did. She definitely did. I wouldn't want to be judging this right now.
And looks like the scores have been totaled. Much to the delight of her fans.
Everyone has some energy in here. Everybody's ready to go. Go on some more.
Oh, what tense times for these fighters.
I love it.
Nothing but smiles all around.
Anytime you love what you do every day, right? Like, they both put on a spectacular show. And, yeah, I mean, all smiles. I totally get it.
One of the few that does.
One of the few.
All right, Sean Patrick has the word for us.
It is a struggle to get those gloves off, man. It's exhausting.
Somebody grab some scissors.
Bull.
After 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Hilsebeck scores about 30-27 Sinn. Judge McAvoy scores about 30-27 Leonardo. And Judge Garcia scores about 29-28, declaring your winner by split decision and moving on to the Queen of Sparta finals, Shannon Sinn. Back with the second semifinal coming up next.
Well, we talked about how it was a close fight, and it doesn't get any closer than a split decision.
It was close. I think she keeping her composure. She was always throwing all those knees. Any hits she took didn't necessarily stray her from her course. And yeah, I mean, all that hard work pays off. Absolutely.
I'm back again with Shannon Sinn, who just took home the victory with her kickboxing match tonight. How's that one feel?
Oh my God, that was a tough fight, but it felt good.
Seemed like the key to victory tonight was knees from the clinch. Was that what you game planned going in?
I'm a fan of the knees, so I knew anytime we were going to clinch up, I was going to try to throw as many as I could before we got broke up.
The scores tonight, 30-27 for you, 30-27 for her. You won the split decision. Were you nervous when you were hearing those scores called?
You never know. Regardless of how I felt, it just depends on what the judges saw, and I knew it was a tough fight and it was going to be close, so I was happy with the outcome.
You did great. You did take some hard punches, though. How do you physically feel going into this third fight?
I feel good. I mean, we've been training for this. We've trained to fight 3 fights tonight, and that's what the whole camp has been, so I feel good. I'm ready for fight number 3.
Congratulations on the win. Very happy for you. See you next round.